guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime, bringing you my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 120. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, compared to last week's episode, and actually pretty much all the other episodes in this entire Tournament of Power, I have some very, very mixed feelings on this episode, to be honest with you, because I'll get to, I guess, the good stuff first. I really like in this episode how, like, it was actually kind of funny how in the beginning of the episode when it was like Android 17 and 18 against that absolute defense fighter that the Universe 3 Supreme Kai was boasting about. I like how in that particular fight, I love how satisfying it was to see Universe 3 Supreme Kai's strategy of taking out Android 1718 completely backfired on him. He expected them to lose stamina from fighting their team's strongest defense fighter, like I said, but when he said, but when Android 17 and 18 basically defeated that guy, and then the Kai said, "Don't they get tired at all?" After he was eliminated, and I was thinking, I was sitting here with my hand in my face, going, "Hey, smartass, a little tip for you. They're human-based androids. They have a limitless supply of energy and don't get tired." And even me, and like, it's funny. It makes it even funnier in a way, I guess, that me and like it is common knowledge, of course, pretty much what Android 17 and 18 are. But it's also kind of funny how me and Beerus were basically on the same wavelength. Like I said, Beerus said the exact same thing I did at that moment. Like, yeah. They're human-based androids. They're not gonna go down that easily. But yeah, the human-based androids with limitless energy supply. They're not gonna go down that easily, bro. So yeah, that part was definitely cool. But okay, now let's get into the rest of the episode. So like the Gohan versus the rest of Universe 3 fight, and I'll be honest with you guys. I have very mixed. This is where the mixed feelings on the episode come in, because with that whole fight in general, I have very mixed feelings, because there were definitely. Well, it was cool to see Gohan go in and kick ass, and there were definitely parts of it that were definitely entertaining. But as the episode went on and on and on, I thought suddenly popped in my head, which is, why are a bunch of robots giving Gohan such a hard time? Seriously, no matter what level of mastery he has over his Mystic Saiyan power, a bunch of rust buckets shouldn't be that difficult to defeat. They should be on the same level as I think it would be Vegeta. Vegeta, who's on the Universe 6 team. Like, they really shouldn't be. Like, okay, I guess in a certain way, it would make a bit of sense that they would be that they would be strong fighters, considering that Universe 3, from what we know, is pretty much all machine-based, but it still just makes me question it. It just brings up the question of why Gohan, whose Mystic Saiyan powers, is being given such a hard time. Like, with this episode, like I said, there were bits and pieces in the episode that were cool looking, but I tried to visualize it in my head as to how they all mesh together, and it was just this whole fight was just kind of weird for me. Like, it had cool elements, but I'm not sure it all meshed well together. And I guess by proxy of the episode of Gohan having such a hard time facing these guys, it did kind of bring the pacing into question a bit, and made me question, and make me seriously wonder why taking them. Why we have to wait until next week and another episode in order to see Universe 3 get taken out. Like, yeah, it's really one of those things where I'm like, okay, I guess so. But yeah, it's really off for me. And I guess when you boil down to it, this is one of those episodes where it does have, like I said, it's one of those episodes that does have some cool moments, I guess, but I'm not necessarily sure they all mesh. Like I said, I even tried to like I said, I even tried to rationalize it as this is us getting to see the power of Universe Three's basically what Universe Three's biomechanical warriors and what Universe Three as a technologically advanced society can do. But it's like, but the it was cool, I guess, to a certain degree, in order to see what Universe Three as a team can do and how strong their warriors are. But I'm not sure that really even helped, like how Gohan is having such a again. It all boils down to Gohan and just why he's having such a hard time fighting these guys. For me, it's just odd. And and I don't think, and honestly, even though it was cool to see Goku and Vegeta going in this episode too, it didn't help that they had to step in to help Gohan. Though that's the only thing about it. It was cool to see Goku and Vegeta do some shit against Universe Three, but it didn't help that they stepped in order to help Gohan and give him an opportunity. Like Gohan should be able to do that shit on his own. Like yeah, okay, and you know, looking like okay, I like this episode as a whole. This I guess this also kind of reinforces something I was actually thinking about more and more after I did my last review, which is what it made me realize that Universe 3 is one of the final 3 teams of the tournament. And like it really makes you question, are you telling me that not a single one of the other universes would have taken them out? I mean, I guess there's always kind of the argument that because Universe 7 is basically the reason why all these universes ended up getting eliminated to begin, why all these universes were put in this situation to begin with. Like, I guess you could argue that everyone was so focused on Universe 7, like, to even consider paying attention to everyone else, but to the other universes, but I don't know. You'd think one or two of the other universes would have seen taking out Universe 3 as like an easier win or something. Like yeah, I'm really yeah, like I guess it is kind of weird, but I'm questioning the legitimacy of certain of looking back. I am questioning the legitimacy of certain things as to why Universe 3 is in the final 3 of this tournament. Like it really like I'm like it really couldn't have been Universe 6. It really like yeah, like, I don't know. It's like universe like yeah, like no, I'm pretty sure like any of these other universes would have been able to take out Universe 3 like that. So like none of the other universes, not even Universe 11, really thought of even taking out Universe 3 at all. Like I'm sure Juden could have one shotted Universe 3. So I'm curious as to why he didn't take that opportunity. But yeah, but yeah, the yeah, like it just Universe 3, I guess, being in the final 3. Looking back, does kind of bring up a little moment for me. Um, and again, the final moments of this episode does reveal that scientist guy is about to do something to make the combined 3 robots stronger, and whatever he's gonna do, I'll just say it better be worth the wait next week. Because honestly, as a whole, I feel Universe 3 like again, they should have been dusted in this episode, and then we'd be moving on to the Goku versus Jiren fight, which I guess is one thing we can take away from the next week's episode is that if they do get taken out next week, then we can finally get to the final fight. So yeah, which actually now that I think about it, we also have a few more of the Pride Troopers as well. So I imagine we're also going to see maybe Gohan versus Dispo or something like that, or Dispo and Vegeta versus Topo maybe too. So yeah, I guess we have some other fights to look forward to besides Goku versus Jin. Like Goku versus Jin is going to be the main brawl, but after Universe 3 is taken out, we do have two other fights. I guess would be interesting to look forward to. Like honestly, like if Universe 11 does have if Topo and Dispo have a fight with Gohan and Vegeta, that would definitely would make up for this whole Universe 3 thing. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Night of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.